All right, so what are we going to do? I got some email about how to proceed from people. Little confusion going on. So I'm in Canvas. I clicked on the modules, um, and I've done the orientation. Most of you have done that. You've scheduled, done the student questionnaire. You've done scheduled your welcome call. Well, actually, we're going to do it together on Tuesday. I'll do a Zoom. I'll meet with a few of you if you're in class. If not, you want to schedule a welcome call with me individually, and we'll do a phone call. And you want to do that using the calendar. And I have that video elsewhere, so I won't show how to do that. Then let's see. Maybe I should do a little pointer here too for to help this out. So there's that calendar. You're going to click on that to schedule DBAs. If you need to schedule your welcome call, do that. And then after that, probably the next thing you want to concentrate on is this spring planning report. All you need to do to submit this assignment is if you go to up here to syllabus, and you want to print this page as soon as it loads, and how your computer does that. The Chromebook, I think you can do an options click or something like that. Anyways, you're going to print this page, and this has all the due dates and when everything's due. I'm not going to change. I know some of you are getting a late start. You're getting a late start. I'm not going to go ahead and change these dates, because in order to finish by the middle of June, you need to kind of keep this pace, and you'll just have to get caught up. I'm thinking these early assignments should be a review from your early classwork, so it shouldn't be that hard to get caught up. And just keep plugging away. And then once you print that, you just come to the spring planning report. You can do it through the modules. And that's Tuesday on Monday. And you're just going to submit. It's probably a text. You can say, yeah, I printed it, and good, and that'll be good. In March, you'll have to do one that's a little bit more detailed. Talks about which some progress you've made, what are some things that are helping you learn, what are some things that are hindering you from learning. But that's later. That's not until March. So then here to get, you can click on the course information you want. That's a Florida virtual school document. I can't edit that. I did add this because you folks are doing the Math Excel assignments. You want to download a PDF of the textbook. This is the one that they want you to pay. Florida Virtual School expects you to get access to this. It's $35. I didn't want you to have to pay for it, your school to have to pay for it, because all it is a PDF without any bells and whistles. So that's why I made this available here. You're going to pay, the school is going to pay for your access to the Math Excel. So I figured that's okay to let you have access to that PDF. So that you want to download, get that on your computer. I don't know if I would print it. It's a few hundred pages, but it looks like this is the 8th edition demand. It maybe a math teacher at Vergennes has this textbook sitting on a shelf somewhere. It may be. I wouldn't hurt to ask, maybe to have if they have one. You can also use there's a green 7th edition that's older. We used to use it here at Oxbow, and that's very close to this. And even the homework exercises are the same numbers. So, if you want to use that, you can. But anyway, so here's the online one. So where do we go next? So I'm going to click back on the modules. I'm going to scroll down to module 1, which is open now. And here's my answers to all the textbook exercises. I haven't checked my answers, so there could be some errors. If you think I did make a mistake, let me know. So here's the first lesson. And these Florida Virtual School materials have a lot of text. They have a lot of text you read and get through, some examples. Sometimes they'll have interactives, sometimes they'll have videos. You can certainly, if you don't understand the text, you can certainly find a Khan Academy video, or you can even ask me, I don't understand what's going on here, Dan, can you do a video for me? And I certainly can. And then there's these examples, and it's some practice, check your answers. And then once you get all the way down to the bottom here, they have linked to that ebook, which you're going to have to pay for if you go that route. I don't want you to do that. In that PDF, you're going to do these homework exercises, and these are the ones that I have the answers to. I don't think because we haven't paid for the access, you won't be able to access these answers. And again, I can't edit this out. This is the Florida Virtual School document. They don't let me edit it. But so you're going to do those problems. So if you go to that PDF and go down to section 2, I don't know how, the other thing I'll talk about as I'm scrolling down, I don't know how used you are to ebooks or PDFs. The numbering on these pages are never the same as the numbering in the textbook. So for this textbook, there's a 30 page differential. So here's on this says it's the 31st page in the PDF, but if I look at the textbook, I see it's page 1. So you can use the index to find it. And I think these exercises were in section 2, weren't they? 1.2. So let's see, is this it? Yeah, no, these are the preliminaries. You'll have to do a little bit of this, but not much. Let's go down and find section 2. Still down sections 1. Oh, now we're into section 1. All that text. Let's see, and these are the exercises. Yeah, these are the exercises for section 1. Now, if you want some more examples to look at beyond what they did, Florida Virtual School did in those notes, here's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of examples you can look at and check out. And then when you come down to the exercises here, let's get there. Here we go. So here's the start of the exercises, not the review exercises, but the exercises. And here are all those problems that they recommend you do. So what are they recommending we do? Let's see, let's come back here to this. They're saying do exercise 1, 3, 5, 7, et cetera, et cetera. Do those on paper. You want to have access to them. Now, and then once you get that done, that gives you plenty of practice. And the nice thing about doing these problems on paper first is it gives you the practice, because the graded assignment that you have to do will be to, let's see, the graded assignment is then to go out to the Math Excel and do those online exercises. So you'll get logged onto Math Excel, and here's the student view. You can access homework a couple of ways. It's going to be here in the middle. You can also click on homework and tests, and you'll see it there too. And you just click on it, and here's the exercises. Notice there's 8. And these exercises are what you have to do. Now, fairly easy question, I would hope, but I want to point out to you the question help. You can either help me solve it, and it'll walk you through how to solve this question. You can view it. Now, when you do help me solve it, it'll give you a brand new question. If you click view an example, that'll walk you through it, but it isn't solving this question. It's solving a similar one. You can email me here. I'd rather you didn't, because I don't always check Math Excel. It's better to email me through Canvas. We could even open up a discussion forum if you want to ask questions. Let me know if you think that would be something your school would use. I don't know. I haven't checked to see if this textbook works here. Sometimes some textbooks, they make this available through Math Excel, some they don't. I don't know how well this would work on a Chromebook also. So it looks like this is loading. So I don't know if I want to sit and wait for this to load, but this is just a book. Notice it's the exact same thing. I'm wondering if they have video available. They might. If you don't mind me clicking through it. Sometimes they have more bells and whistles on these, this ebook. Math Excel is a high school version of My Math Lab. If you'll take a college math class, often they'll have you do work out at My Math Lab. It's $90 a semester plus the textbook. Of course, because of that cost, you get a lot more bells and whistles than this high school version. Okay, the high school version, well, I don't know if you paid for it. Let's see if they give me, sometimes they'll have help videos and links. I don't, like I said, I don't know if that's available here. But anyway, so this is the graded part. You're going to get a grade for this. Again, it's a formative, not a grade. It only counts for 25% of your grade overall. But this is the help. You can either go back, draw, find the next question here. You can click the next arrow. Um, my I use this software for my Oxbow pre-calc and calculus class, and many of the students like to do this first, then do the paper and pencil exercises. And whether you do it in what order you do it on, it's your call. My thinking is I'd rather see you do the paper and pencil exercises first, but I can certainly understand, and I don't really mind. I don't care which way you go. Do it. You can do the online ones first. Some people will cut corners and not do the paper practice, and for some exercises, why not? If you think you know what you're doing. Okay, so that's and then what you're gonna when you get all done, I'm not gonna sit and do as you complete exercises, they'll give you a grade. What I want you to do is try all of these exercises, earn a 70%. A lot of times what happens is you'll have the right answer, but you just input it in the system. Let's see here. Like here, like maybe you didn't put the domain in correctly. Maybe you did an inequality, not interval notation. Well, you might have had it right with an inequality. You just didn't space the interval. You didn't know how to do the interval. Well, we want you to learn how to write interval notation, but that's one reason why sometimes there's an input errors. That's why I say get a 70 on this. I'll give you full credit in Math Excel. And you do a screen capture. On a Chromebook, you do a Shift Control, the button over the 6, and you can draw a rectangle. On a Windows machine, I use your snipping tool. I think I've got this in the way to do it. But my snipping tool, I've got a bookmark here on my taskbar. And do new, and you can draw a rectangle around. Draw a rectangle around what you want, and you can save that and upload it. Okay. So on a Mac, it's Control, I forget the key sequence, Control Shift, or Control, maybe it's Options, Shift, I think it's Control Shift Option 4, and that'll let you draw a rectangle and save it. Yeah, somebody who knows how to use a Mac will do it. It's been a while since I've had to use a Mac. Okay, so that's the graded homework, and then once you get that done, you can submit it. You're going to upload your image you just took. And wherever it is, you can upload it, and I'll enter a grade for it later on. Okay, and then you just move on to the next lesson. Okay, so let's see if I can get this internet. My internet here at school sometimes a little wonky. But that's what you do. So the practice exercises are out of the book. The graded exercises are out at Math Excel. Okay, hopefully that answers your question on how to get started here.